Hi, my name is David Svetkovsky, and together with Tony and Klim, who have come to join us from Inceptive, who specialise in graduate campaigns, in graduate branding and creative from, I guess, a recruitment agency perspective. It's our pleasure to be talking about how organisations need to start thinking about building their attraction campaigns. Before we know it, it's going to be February, March and April, and graduate managers and grad programs out there are going to need to be ready with their creative, with their collateral and all the bits and bobs that they're going to need to take their campaigns and their brands to market. So I really wanted to just use some of the IP and intelligence that Tony and Klim have and share it with you based on the number of clients that they're working with. And I'll probably start with creative and design. You've got a lot of companies coming to you at the moment, Tony, pre-Christmas. Obviously, what's key for them is to have everything ready before they go live, which links into them going live and showcasing their brand. What are some of the things you're seeing from a creative and design perspective?
Yeah, look, from a creative and design perspective, we're seeing the core values of the company really being introduced. So we look at tagline as a key factor, along with the visuals that support the tagline. And it's really working on your EVP and those values to make them come to life.
And I know I've had the pleasure of coming out to some meetings with you, but when people are talking about their graduate value proposition, one of the biggest trends heading into next year is the articulation. So you've got your visuals, you've got your imagery and slogan, but is the actual detail that goes along, and some of the things that grad managers should be clear on are their development program and the detail of the development program, the recruitment process. So I know you've been asking them to clearly articulate their recruitment process and the timelines associated with it, because
Absolutely. And what's helped a lot is a grad journey image. So we look at that and we work on a nice visual approach, which communicates again with the graduates really well.
So articulating the grad journey. So for people out there, start thinking about what does your graduate's journey look like, and that's probably a nice segue, because I know everyone out there is going, hey, we need a video, we need a digital front, and a website to showcase this day in the life of a graduate's journey. What are some of the things that you're noticing amongst the graduate managers that you're speaking to?
Yeah, we are noticing that video is a very, very important factor. As we know, the grads like to be able to communicate and connect with people within the organisation which are very closely related to them. So video is a very, very good way to do that.
It's really telling the real story from the voice of a graduate.
It is.
Rather than, and some managers are getting involved in being, but the biggest shift is grad managers allowing their graduates to be the stars of the day in the life.
And it allows a true and authentic image of the company to be portrayed.
Yeah, a great story.
Yeah.
So everything we're preparing is I guess, to push our brands out to market. And I'll talk a bit about the job boards. Clearly there's a number of job boards out there, be it Grad Connection, Grad Australia, Career Hub. I'll leave that to each and every individual grad manager out there to work out where they are best suited promoting their brands. So, but you need all this collateral to probably be able to promote digitally your brand within the job boards and career segment.
Absolutely.
But there's then the face-to-face planning, and whilst there's been a shift of organisations doing a lot of careers fairs, companies are certainly targeting certain careers fairs, certain university segments where they can, student groups and societies where they can go out to. So with that, I'll refer it to you, Klim. What's some of the types of collateral off the back of Klim's, off the back of Tony's creative and design? What's some of the collateral that you're being asked to produce?
Some of the print collateral that we've been asked to produce is obviously you got your flyers, you got your booklets, but also your promo items, so your merchandise. Something that's funky that the grads will actually use. Things like you've got your power banks, branded power banks, coffee keep cups, sustainable products they'll actually use rather than just pick up and throw away after the careers fairs or after anything like that.
And you're finding that everything that Tony's branding, website, brochures and everything is just consistent, so that
it needs to have a
same
consistent key messaging throughout.
Yep.
So throughout your whole campaign, which leads into obviously the print collateral at the end.
The reality is, You don't need to go be producing a 20-page brochure. A lot of companies are getting away with a little card. What size card?
Yeah, like a DL flyer, I'd say, or
DL
even an A4 size.
That's
flyer.
easy. That if the candidates or the potential candidates come to you, grab them, and you see them in the bins later, you haven't spent
That's where you
quite
haven't
a
spent
bit
a fortune on them, pretty much.
Fortune on them.
Yeah.
So they're important for you to understand. If you are going out to unis or societies or fairs and things like that, that you actually have some tangible. Something tangible to give out.
Definitely.
Banners is always a question. People asking what 900s.
Yeah, you got your 850 size pull-up banners that are used a lot at careers
Companies are
fairs.
getting multiples, 1 or 2 or 3.
Multiples, yeah, again, because they're cost effective, you can order more than just one. They're also easy to carry, so you've got carry bags and you can take them on flights and easy to
right
carry.
through to the big ones that are 2 meters, 2.2.
Yeah, to the big media walls if you really want to, as serve as a backdrop.
And make sure they're transportable. Some have like a desk in them where you can roll them around and actually become a desk on your stand.
That's right. Yeah, so it's
You
like
put
a two.
everything in
It's
there.
like a two-in-one. You got your media wall and you got your stand in front of you.
And a recommendation from us is, if you're printing this stuff for your attraction campaign, when it comes to your assessment centres and interviews, please make sure that you're all exhibiting this your graduate brand through the assessment centre and interview phase. But that's a little bit about us, about some of the trends we're seeing. We look forward to speaking to you. Thanking you.
Thank you.